Hello. So today I wanted to make a video about alternative ways to source music other than algorithmic sourcing. The reason I wanted to do this was not because I think it's inherently like a bad thing to source music from algorithms. Like I get so much music from my algorithms. It's just a tool. I personally really love just the process of curating music and collecting music. It's something that gives me a lot of joy, and I think that there's so many things you can do to kind of enhance that experience for yourself. Ways that people have always sourced music that just have been a bit more diminished in this generation because we have so much access all the time. I love the process of discovery with music, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first is playlist curation between close friends and family. And this may seem really obvious, but I'm talking about like a playlist as like a love letter. Like I'm talking about like be mindful of that shit. Like think about the order, think about the range, what kind of message you're sending. Like I just think that's such a fun, like romantic and platonically romantic thing to do. It holds so much memory and nostalgia in it. And I think that's such a beautiful part of music is how it carries memories forward and evokes feelings. That's just like part of the beauty of music to me. So I think just like maintaining that element within an exchange is such a beautiful thing. Maybe like every month, instead of, just opting for your Discover Weekly on Spotify, exchanging a playlist in like a group chat with your friends, making it into almost like a ritual between you, your partner, you, your friends, you, your family, whatever. I just think that's so fun. And going along with that, having a listening party for your playlist, making that into like a little ritual. Like I really want to do that whenever I have my own place. I would love to have listening party, like ritual dinners at my house. I think that sounds like so much fun. And when I was in art school, me and my old roommate and our friend used to have little listening parties. We were like getting to know each other. We just went around in a circle, played our favorite songs to each other on speaker with the lights out, just like fully immersed. It was so much fun, and it just gives you so much insight into someone. So that's number one. Number two is do not Shazam. Refrain from asking Siri, what song is this? When you like a song you're hearing in an establishment, go up to the person that's playing music on their phone, whoever, like whatever the source is, and ask them. This is something that can lead to some beautiful conversation, beautiful connection. Like you never know. What if the song you like is the person's band and they're playing next week? What if, And what if the lead guitarist is your soulmate? You never know. And these are beautiful, like natural unfoldings of life that are lost when you don't prompt those conversations and you don't open up that door to those experiences. Since I was a kid, I've always been such a wanderer. Like I would wander off all the time. And it was kind of scary for my parents growing up, but in my adult life, wandering has been like the most blessing thing that I could do, because it's honestly opened up so many doors in my life that never would have happened if I hadn't kind of walked the other way from most of the people I was around. Just wander. Literally just like get lost. It'll be fine. Next one kind of goes along with that, but is find establishments that you like based on the ambiance and based on just like the general design of the space, and just hang out there. When I move to a new city or like I'm in a new space, I'm always just gonna find my places that I really like, and I'm just gonna go there and do work there, or like just sit there, bring people there. Like that is my spot, and oftentimes it's very related to the music there. When I was living in New York, I used to go to this one coffee shop and bookstore called Molasses in Brooklyn. I think a lot of people know about it that live in Bushwick area. But I love that place because there's no laptops after 8, and it's obviously a bookstore. So a lot of people go there to like read and write and just be kind of still. And there's always good music there. I used to go there every week, and I had my ritual. I had sparkling water with Underberg and my book and my journal, and I would sometimes be there for like 3 hours. And just from doing that for like a year, I accumulated so much music. And I also had a really cool interaction there. One night I was standing outside on the phone with my friend and I was talking about Laurie Spiegel and like the Golden Record. And if you don't know who Laurie Spiegel is, she's a really amazing composer, artist, and uses like primarily synthesizers. And she helped shoot the Golden Record into space. She's awesome. But I was talking about her on the phone and this person was sitting outside, waited for me to get off the phone because then, you know, she ended up introducing herself and was saying, oh, I'm a sound artist. I heard you on the phone talking about Laurie Spiegel and like Third Space. And I ended up actually going to their art show like 2 months later, and it just opened up this really cool connection. It just like wouldn't have happened otherwise if I hadn't gone to that place so much, to be honest. So yeah, find places with a vibe you like and just show up often and be present is basically what I'm saying. And you'll find good music, I promise. And the fourth is record roulette, which is really related to intermittent browsing. This is also connected to like graphic design and visualization of music and why that's really important. And that also gets lost when you're just staring at your Spotify screen because of like the reel that plays. It's just like, why are we making album covers if a reel is just gonna fucking play? But whatever. I love album art. And oftentimes, I've liked the album art, I've seen it, I'm like, oh, I like that. And then I listen to the album and I like it. I think it's cool how those two relate. The idea is just go into a record store, wander through the store, and just whatever catches your eye based on the visuals, note that record, pick 3 to 5. You don't have to buy the records. Just, if you want, just download them on your streaming platform and listen to them fully through and just see if you like it. And also see if you hate it, because that's also information on your taste. And I think this is just a great way to integrate intermittent browsing into the process of finding music rather than just being fed like this continuous loop of music that's just kind of reflecting back what you're inputting. You know, you might not even love the music, like I said, but I'm sure there's just like something you can pull out from it, even if it's just like a little sample that you like, and it's just fun. So those are my tips. I'm sure I'll accumulate more over the years. I also get a lot of music from just talking to people. That was also a little note that I had on here, is just like talking to people about music and prompting that conversation and just asking like, what have you been listening to lately or whatever. These may seem kind of obvious, but I just think it's easy to just opt for algorithms rather than like integrating these intentionally into your life. I just thought they'd be great tools to share. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good day.